Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So for today's build I have two things that I want to do. The first one is I want to make a base game house, and the second one is I want it to be a tiny house or a small house. And I'm not sure about making it a starter home, we'll see as we go. And I don't have anything specifically planned. I feel like we can just start building and see where we go. But I thought it would be cool to kind of experiment playing with just the base game. I feel like since the base game has become free, we have a lot of new players that don't have any expansions yet. Even if you do and you don't have many, it's good to have a base game where you can just build upon. So I feel like that could be cool to do today. And let me know if you want to see more of these maybe limited pack builds. And also let me know which packs you think would go together well. For instance, Eco Lifestyle and Tiny Living I think would be good, but if you have any combinations of that sort, like base game plus one game pack or stuff pack, let me know. And let me know if we should do a series where we do these limited pack builds, like one stuff pack and a game pack and an expansion pack. And before we jump into the game, you can follow me on Twitter. My handle is wiztofu, and you can also find all of my builds on the gallery. My ID is CatsAgainstCrime, and since we're at it, don't forget to subscribe. It really helps the channel and you can get notified every time I upload a video. And now that that's out of the way, let's jump into the game. So we are in this lot in Willow Creek, and I don't think I want to follow the aesthetic that we have around in this world. I don't have any concrete ideas, so let's just plop some things around. Sometimes I just place things around and wait for inspiration to come or see what works and what doesn't. I think I want to raise this up. And now we can lay some foundations outside. I think I also want to do one on this side. Let's expand this actually. For the roof, this shape is already giving me modern, and I know we've done a lot modern, but I feel like this just goes with the vibe. And I feel like it's a challenge to do a modern base game house and make it look good as well. And I'm already thinking of floor plans. So this here could be a bathroom since we have this bit poking out. And as for a bedroom, we could probably squish one in here. And let's actually expand this to go over to this side. We could even make this a little bit bigger. And we could extend this a little bit more. I'm gonna readjust the roof. Okay, I feel like this is better. And now we could add some more detail on this side. Let's do it like this. Let's bring this out even more. This is not so tiny anymore, but we'll see. I feel like over on this side we should do a taller half wall to kind of turn this into a chimney. Let's get some stairs in here. And I'm gonna use half walls again for the fencing. Okay, I think it came together pretty quickly. It's not a very complicated shape either. And for the doors, we should get some of these base game doors and windows as well. And thinking of the interior, this is the bedroom. We should have windows that go to the backyard, same in the living room. And I'm already assuming this is going to be the living room. And we can have a little kitchen in here. Would be nice to have a door over on this side as well. Let's do a door and a window. And for the bathroom, we could probably squeeze a small window like this. This is what we have so far in terms of foundation. Maybe we could do the lighter foundation with the wood detail. And in terms of wallpaper, we have our options limited, which isn't necessarily bad. I like the stone that we have here. We could paint the rest of the house a white for now. We also have this really cool wood panel thing that we can actually put here, and maybe we move the stone over to the chimney bit. It would make more sense. And now we need to either change the color of this to white, or we can try the matching color with the wood. And we do the same with the stairs. I'm also gonna extend this bit one more. And we have some cool base game things we can use from the debug catalog. And we could place some of these maybe here around. Or actually, let's do it on the front of the build to give some privacy to this outside area. And I'm gonna place a few more in between. Okay, I think that looks good. I just changed the color to white because I feel like that looks better. I'm just doing a few changes here to the shape. I'm gonna add these columns here to give some structure to this covered area. Over here, I still feel like we need something, so maybe we could add this really tiny half wall, and then we just do something simple like this. I think I like this. And we also have this smaller version of the same item we used here. We can raise this up and make it act as a column actually. I'm gonna just duplicate it and make it a bit thicker so it looks like an actual column. Okay, that looks good. I just added one on this side as well to kind of frame it. I'm not exactly feeling this here. I might just replicate the columns over here. I'm gonna change the trim as well. I just swapped a few colors around to try and coordinate it better with where the columns are as well. I'm gonna change some of these half wall trim colors. And sometimes when you just want to place it in one of them, you can hold shift and then just place this on one of the half walls instead of all of them. I'm actually gonna replace this window for a thinner one. Okay, this is where we're at. I want to add some stairs to the back of the build. I think we could do a little patio area, maybe with this fence. And I want to do some more landscaping. So let's get into that. Maybe we can use this plant as like a planter. It has some pretty white flowers. I just placed a couple of trees, and maybe we can use these hedges around the foundation of the house to kind of give it a little bit more life. Okay, that's looking a little bit better. I'm gonna continue with the landscaping. I'm gonna add some of these, and maybe we could add some more over on this covered area. Now I'm thinking here that we need a skylight for the living room. We can add a small one. I'm gonna use this roof piece, and I'm gonna fit it inside the square. Then I'm gonna bring it all the way down. Now we just delete the floor underneath. Place it back. There we go. Okay, now I think we can get some terrain paint in here. I'm also gonna do it around these hedges or this fence that we have with a smaller and softer brush. And I'm just going in like this, following the line. Doesn't need to be perfect because it wouldn't be perfect in real life either. Or it can, it's up to you. I think we can add some interest to the front of the build by adding this little ivy up the wall. Okay, I think I like this. And now we need to add something like this, and I kind of want to create a pathway that goes to the back as well, like through the middle of these trees. And let's do the same thing on the other side. I feel like we can fill in this here as well. Actually, I'm gonna replace for these. I think I prefer them. Okay, that's more of what I want, and I want to fill some of these gaps with some sort of flower beds, like this part right here. Maybe we could add some of these white flowers. Yeah, I think it's looking a bit more lush now and not so bare like it was before. So this is definitely not going to be a starter home because it's already at 20k pretty much, but we can do a starter home in the future. So in the interior, I think I'm gonna divide this section here to kind of have the living from the kitchen and dining, but we can add an archway here. We can do some feature walls. I think this wall is a good spot for the kitchen, so we can get started on that. What if we did this swatch? I'm gonna squeeze it inside the wall a little bit, just so this back trim disappears. We can even do this fridge. Let's actually get some wood floors, because I think I want to do black cabinets, just because it gives more contrast. I have a lot of white, and it ties in with the countertops. I actually made a few changes just to keep it simpler. For the dining area, we could actually do a 4-seater if we do it against this wall. Now let's do these chairs, maybe on the white. We can get a low light here. It's been so long since I've just used base game lights, besides this really small one, but maybe we can do this one in this color and sized up. Actually, let's do these ones. These are also kind of modern. We could add these pans with the same swatch to match. You can just squeeze this rug under here. And now the living room, we can add this modern fireplace. Maybe we could do the stone here for a change. Let's add a TV. And for the couch, I think we can use this one. Okay, let's add a table. Let's do this one. Actually, let's add maybe a little bit of stone in here for the fireplace, like this. Actually, we can make this one look like it's a wall-mounted shelf. I actually changed the rug for this one because I feel like I like the muted orange better. Now I want to add a little side table here, and there's this base game one that I use a lot. This one, because it's really low and I feel like it just looks good in a lot of spaces. I think maybe we move this over here so we can add a painting over here, and this way the space isn't so cluttered like it was looking before. So I just came to the gallery and I searched for no CC paintings that we can get into the game, and we have these with a few artworks that we don't have in the game, but they still don't count as CC. This is the account that we're taking the paintings from. I will also include it in the description so you can get get their ID. I just added a family into the space just so I could add the frame to the canvas or to the canvases. And now we have our no CC custom paintings. Let's do some of these sunflowers. I want to add a mirror here just to have somewhere to look at before you go out. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. We could actually get a table here by the entrance. Maybe this one also works as having more storage. Well, let's get some more plants. Let's add the salt and pepper shakers. I actually like adding this remote as well to give it a little bit more clutter. And since this is a base game house, we don't have as much clutter that we can use, so we can get some debug items and improve the build that way. Now, what if we add some beams over here to separate the living and the dining? We could do them like this, the ones that we were supposed to use on the outside. Okay, I think I actually like that. Since we have this little nook here, I think we could add a computer, because it's always handy to have in Sims homes. Let's do a laptop. And I'm just doing this trick where I size down the counter so then I can make it invisible later. But now I'm just gonna try to make a floating desk thing by using shelves. And now let's position this computer a little bit better. Okay, I think that works. And now I'm just gonna scale this really small with the tool mod. I'm just playtesting it and everything looks alright. Let's move on to the bedroom now. Let's put these two paintings above the bed and let's actually get a bed out here. It's in times like these that I kind of miss the color wheel that we had in The Sims 3, because I would like to be able to choose a different bedding and a different bed frame. I wish we could do that in the game, but it is what it is. Let's use these same side tables and we'll do the wood swatch. I kind of want to use the same rug because I feel like these colors complement each other really well, but I keep feeling like the bed doesn't really match. Let's do this one instead. I'm gonna use these bedside lamps because I never used them and they're actually alright. I wish they had more swatches, but it is what it is. I feel like we need a base game swatch update, and I know we've had some in the past, but it just feels like we have a lot of items that would benefit from that. Let's do this dresser and let's get a mirror in here. We could do a full length over on this wall. And maybe we can do this painting on this wall. Or let's actually do another mirror. Let's add a plant in. Let's add some clutter on this dresser. And also some clutter on these bedside tables. Actually, I just saw this cork board and we could add it to this kind of study station here. And we can add some postcards as well. And that looks good. Okay, I think it's just missing maybe a chair over here with a lamp. Let's do this chair here. And let's add a lamp above it. Let's do these ones and let's actually rotate them. Just give it a different touch. And I think that's it for the bedroom as well. Now we only have the bathroom left. So for the bathroom, I don't want to do anything too crazy. We can squeeze the shower in like this. And we could use this one on this light wood swatch to match the rest of the home. And we could add some green in here. Let's get a small rug in here too. Let's do this one like this. I think we can finalize this bathroom with a painting, and we can do this one with the light wood frame. And actually, let's leave some walls green. Yeah, I think that's it for the bathroom. So for this spot outside, I think we can have a small eating area with a grill, so you can eat food outside. We could have something like this, and let's add this grill in here. I think we can add some hanging plants over on this side. For this garden area here, maybe we can do a few planters so we can have the Sims gardening skill up and get some crops. We could also do some lounge chairs. We can do something like this. I don't know if we have a base game umbrella besides the ones that are on a table. I don't think we do. That's fine. We can just wing it. We can get some clutter in here as well. Maybe we should do this bottle on this table too. We can pretend it's a water bottle with a couple of glasses too. I think we can also put an easel out here, so it's another way to make money. I feel like it's good to paint outside. It's at least more interesting. Okay, now I'm just gonna finish up a few touches and we'll be right back for the final tour. So here we are in the final build and this is what it looks like. I'm actually quite pleased with the final outcome. I didn't have an idea of what I wanted to build, but I think we did a good job. This is the back of the build and the side. Now let's check out the interior. So we go up these steps and Here to the left we have a little bench, and through the front door we get to the living area. So we have some couches and we have some greens and oranges. We have this little table by the entrance, and we have this skylight right above the living room, which I think is cool. We have those big windows. And then on the other side of this divider we have our little study area with a laptop, so that's really good to have. And right next to it we have our dining area, which we were actually able to squeeze in a 4-seater. So actually I wouldn't say squeeze because it looks kind of spacious for a small home. And on the wall opposite to it we have the kitchen, so a lot of black and white, but we have these copper details or brass that I think give it a nice touch. Then through this door right next by the entrance we have the bathroom, so it has a lot of greens. It's quite simple, it has everything you would need, and I actually like green in a bathroom. It's kind of peaceful. Back into the main area, through this door we get to the bedroom. We have these huge windows with the view of the backyard. We have a lot of the same colors that we have throughout the house, and I actually found this stool on the debug catalog, and here we have a dresser, we have some clutter, just a simple but interesting bedroom. Then back into the main area, if we go through this door, we get to our little terrace area. So we have another table so you can eat outside, we have a grill, we have the trash bin here, lots of plants, and then out onto the backyard we have some lounge chairs here. I actually found a better water bottle, so I added that in. And over on this side we have some planters and an easel, so your Sims can work on those skills. And then we just have these pathways along the house. It has a lot of flower beds. It's quite nice. But yeah, this is it for this base game house. I think it has a lot of room to be expanded, being it to the sides or even up. I think it's a really good start for a family of 2, so let me know what you think, and as always it will be up on the gallery. My ID is CatsAgainstCrime. And that's the end of the video. I hope you guys liked this build. Let me know your thoughts, and also let me know if you have any suggestions for builds or build challenges. I'd be interested to try some. All the details will be in the description, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.